Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and welcome back to Understanding Insurance, where we bring you quick, bite-sized information on the topic of insurance. In the first video of Understanding Insurance, we defined risk as the uncertainty of loss, and in the context of insurance, losses are any bad or unpleasant event that can be measured financially as much as possible. To add to that, risk is basically a state that contains two possibilities, namely, it will turn into loss or nothing will happen. Today we'll be discussing what makes risk transform into loss and how does it happen. In the process of risk transformation into loss, there are two factors involved, namely peril and hazard. Let's start with peril. Peril is an event that brings about or causes loss. Fires in a house, road accidents, sinking ship, fingers cut by sharp objects, and getting pickpocketed are examples of peril. Death would be the peril in life insurance. The existence of peril is the main factor that causes loss. In other words, there is no loss if there is no peril. Loss simply can't come out of the blue. In most losses, more than one perils are working in sequence. A simple example would be a traffic accident that results in someone's death. Now let's move on to hazard. Hazard is a condition, factor, feature, or characteristic that influences the chance of risk transforming into loss. It could be good or bad influence. Hazard may work in both directions, decreasing or increasing the probability of loss happening. There are two types of hazard, poor hazard and good hazard. A poor hazard is a condition that increases the chance of risk turning into loss. And a good hazard, which sounds like a strange combination of words, would be the condition or feature that reduces the chance of risk turning into loss. The probability of a risk transforming into a loss can be viewed from two perspectives, namely frequency and severity, two words you'll be very familiar with if you've been following the series. Hazard can be associated with this concept as well. There are hazards that affect the frequency and some that affect severity. The absence of a smoking ban in a building or premise can increase the frequency of fire, but not necessarily increase the severity. Buildings made of bamboo or wood are examples of poor hazards that increase severity. A little spark could bring the entire building down, which would be a total loss. Now, although this one is arguable, another example of a poor hazard would be a wealthy young motorist riding their sports car, which may increase both frequency and severity, as being young and rich tend to make people reckless. The process of risk transformation into loss that we just discussed can be summarized in the following figure. And with that, we have discussed the basics of risk. In the next video, we will get into risk management and insurance using the basic understanding that we now have to drive us forward. We hope you continue to watch the series, and as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Di Khaira TV. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.